communities, we see a dog, we see if it's a people's dog, we take them to in nanny, we bring them and drop them. If people pay, they can pay. If they don't want to pay, it's okay. We are doing that just to making sure that the family is helped and the population is not exploding. If you just go to Suva, the situation is different from what you see in Lautoka. Because of there's only one vet that is doing sterilization in Suva. That's Dr. Cho in SPC. Lautoka should be very happy because you are surrounded by 3 animal welfare organizations, which is Animals Fiji and PESH, which are clinics. They offer 6 days desexing programs every time. If you do have financial problems, Greater Good Foundation is there, Animals Fiji is there. They offer discounted fees and so forth. For the legislation part, as we mentioned, only the Ministry of Agriculture has the power to change these laws. We couldn't do it, Animals Fiji cannot do it, neither Fiji Police Force can do it, neither any normal people. But the people have the power of asking this question. Like for example, in 2018, when there was a massive paraquat happening, poisoning, so many calls were coming. What we did, we just posted the email for the minister. If you have any issues, please send them. And eventually the poison was banned. So the people of Fiji hold the biggest power. If you speak, then things will change. Like right now, if many people didn't know that we have only 5 or 6 registered vets in Fiji. So if we know this, then there is funds allocated for these programs. And if you see studies, poisoning, euthanizing has never solved the problem. Like Dr. Ash was telling about from Netherlands, the situation I was just reading maybe last week. They have joined one of the countries that have 0 stray issues now because of trap neuter release. And right at the moment what we are doing is like we are just going in a sea and we're just catching one fish. That's what we are doing, like dissecting here, dissecting there. But now what we are trying to do, we just go at one area and dissect the dogs. And our dog's life is 15 years. Our healthy dogs is 15 years. Obviously we will not end the population, because there will be some people who will not do dissecting the population. Like I was saying, in one mating there is a chances of 67,000 puppies or dogs to be born in one mating. Like they'll grow over the 6 years. But I travel around the nation. Lautoka is in far much better than any other district in Fiji. If you just go to Suva, you'll know what I mean. You'll see dogs sitting like this in the daytime. You go around in Lautoka area in the daytime, you'll hardly see dogs in the streets. Like they'll come in the afternoon actually. In Suva is far more because that's why I'm saying lack of sterilization, high population. Our dog can mate as soon as they got 6 months. And the mindset in Fiji is that we should only desex female dogs. A female dog can only give birth twice a year, but the male dog can go around 12 months in a year, going around mating, in adding to the problem. I hope that answered your question.
Okay. What I would suggest is obviously that something that can be done today, 2 things that can be done right now today, that every community member can make a difference. 1, ensuring that your rubbish is properly collected and disposed of. So stop littering, because every time you litter, any kind of food becomes a food source for an animal that's unwanted in that area. And 2, sterilizing. But also, like I'll add the 3rd one, would be as Khan said, the power is with the people. We had been fighting, and we had, for paraquat, we had a petition for 2 years, and it took an outraged community to have a voice that actually caused activism. So there's not going to be a quick fix. It's going to And also to lay out there what worked for Denmark or Holland or other countries is not going to work here in this part of Lautoka or Lautoka in general. That's why we have to do the data collection. The data collection will give us a guide to say it gives us a picture of what's going on. We can't make a plan without actually knowing what's happening in this community. And the data collection will tell us what's the condition of the dogs. Yes, anecdotally we can comment, but with what he's saying, we actually need to prove it with science and numbers and data. So whenever you ask questions, we can actually pull up and show you what's happening with why we're doing XYZ plan, or what we propose to the community, because it's backed up by the data that we collect.
So this